If you wanted to tell somebody that they're beautiful without makeup, all you have to say is you are beautiful without makeup, point blank, period. Like if you make that comment, and people make that comment all the time, like if you were to leave that comment and leave it at that, I promise there would be no fight back from me. What's up, cousins? Welcome back to my channel. So I decided that I was going to do like a chit chat style twist with me, get ready with me style video. I haven't done one in a few months or so, and you guys can see what the title of this video is about, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna be twisting my hair today. I'm gonna be using the Curl Stretch Pudding by Shea Moisture. This isn't a tutorial, this isn't sponsored, this isn't an endorsement, so you guys are literally just here chit-chatting with me as I twist my hair. So as a YouTuber, this actually happens to me all the time, where we get a lot of unsolicited advice, basically, whether it be on our skin, on our hair, what we should be putting on our hair, what we shouldn't be putting on our hair. Like, we just get a lot of unsolicited advice, and for the most part, I feel like I just kind of like take it in stride, or just let a lot of it just like roll off my back. I don't respond to a lot of it. I delete it basically, because I'm just not the type to argue or debate with most people, especially about like my truth, and especially if I don't like know you. I'm not the type of person just to sit and debate with somebody, so I delete most of it. But first and foremost, I want to just say, like, that doesn't make me any less human. And what is so funny and frustrating to me, when a lot of these like exchanges go on YouTube between like YouTubers and commenters will say stuff that is so like off the wall, or will say just something that was so unrelated to the video, unsolicited, and feel like that is perfectly okay. But the minute that you get a response, it's almost like you're surprised at what they responded. And it's just like, just because YouTubers don't comment a majority of the time, don't mean that they won't run across that comment and feel like responding that day, or doesn't mean that they don't have the right to comment. Like, just because it is a public forum doesn't mean that it's still not their personal YouTube channel. And I just feel like, if first and foremost you want to comment, you have to understand that you are commenting on somebody's YouTube channel who has free will. So you don't know what their response is going to be, and you can't comment on something regardless of what your intentions are. You have to know that it's a 50-50 chance, since it's social media, that they're going to take whatever you have to say not how you intended it. So you have to really ask yourself, is giving this criticism that crucial to my life that I'm gonna be butthurt if they respond in a way that I wasn't expecting them to? Like, you already are pushing an agenda on them because you're expecting them to respond in whatever way you want them to respond, and they're a person with free will. So I say all this to say, I get these comments all the time. You guys know I'm very open about my skincare journey. I'm very open about what's going on with my skin. Pretty much everything that I decide to share on my YouTube channel, my Instagram, Facebook, social media, anything like that is a choice. And so, granted, when you make that choice, you open yourself up to criticism, which is why I do ignore a lot of it. However, if it's something that I'm choosing to share on social media, 9 times out of 10 it's something that's already a part of me that I'm comfortable presenting to the world. So you have to keep that in mind. As a YouTuber, I think people forget that nothing goes on my YouTube page without me approving it. Like, I am fully aware when I hit the record button, then I'm fully aware when I choose what clips to delete and what clips to keep, and I'm fully aware when I edit something, I know exactly what I'm editing. I spend hours and hours editing things. So it's like, anything that you're seeing presented on my YouTube channel, trust me, I've already, you know, looked at it, presented it, and it's something that I've chosen to present on my YouTube channel. So I say all this to say, because I know you guys are like, oh my God, like, what are you talking about? I get the comment probably 5 times a day, whether it's on Instagram or on my YouTube channel. oh, you look so much better without makeup. Oh, you're so pretty without makeup. I feel like you shouldn't wear makeup, or you don't even have to wear makeup. And it's just like, I don't understand how people don't understand why somebody would feel some kind of way, be offended, feel the need to correct you, clarify. Like, when you make statements like that, you should be prepared for one or two things. Either they're gonna ignore your ass, or they're gonna tell you about yourself. Because it's just like, if you see me wearing makeup, why do you automatically assume, A, I'm wearing it because I'm uncomfortable with my with my skin without makeup? Because if you can see me without makeup, that means that I'm comfortable with showing you myself without makeup. So it's just like, obviously I'm not wearing makeup because I'm insecure. Because if I was insecure, like I said, everything is a choice, and that's why I wanted to start with that disclaimer. If I was insecure and I was wearing makeup because I didn't feel comfortable with my skin, there would be no time that you saw my skin. Like, I have a choice. Like, before I ever hit record on here, I can decide to say, okay, I want to go put on some makeup before I start twisting my hair. Like, it's people, and they decided to beat their face that day, and they're in the shower with a beat face. And it's just like, and not saying that they are insecure because they do that either, but what I'm saying is, it's always a choice. Like, I never have to show my skin without makeup. So it's like, if I'm comfortable clearly with both sides of myself, why are you imposing your opinion on me on whether or not you feel, or how you feel I should present myself? And then it turns into this whole, oh, you don't know how to take a compliment. If somebody's telling you that you look pretty without makeup, or you don't need to wear makeup, then you should just say thank you and take that as a compliment. And it's like, first of all, especially if this was not even a makeup video, if this is a hair video and I made no mention of my makeup, and yet you choose to comment under a hair video and tell me how you feel I should wear my makeup, it's just like, how do you expect me not to feel some kind of way? And then it's like, second of all, I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm not anybody who is in need for compliments. I'm very secure in myself. I'm not somebody who feels like I should be grateful every time somebody compliments me. And it's like, that's what gets women in trouble today. Just because somebody tells them something nice, or they compliment something about their appearance, now they feel like they're obligated to that person. They feel like they have to put up with unhealthy behavior, or things that just not stand up for themselves just because somebody wrapped it in a nice bow. And it's like, is that what we're teaching our girls? Like, just because somebody compliments you, you should be grateful? Like, hell no. Like, even third of all, and most of all, it's just like, I don't understand how people don't understand how much of a hypocrite they sound. Just because you feel like I look better a certain way, it's just like, who asked you for your opinion? Like, if you feel that way, that's cool, but who asked you for your opinion and how I should present myself? And that's hypocritical, because if it was any other type situation and somebody was doing that to you, it would be unacceptable. If somebody came up to you and was like, oh my God, I love your hair straight, and I feel like you look so much better when your hair's straight, you'll be ready to fight. And I know the first thing that's gonna come out of your mouth, well, no, it's different because it's somebody complimenting you for who you are, and if your hair isn't straight, then that's not the same thing, because when somebody's telling you that they like your hair straight, they're expecting you to change yourself. And it's like, no, you're full of it, because regardless, that's still like you pushing your agenda, or somebody pushing their agenda for what they think is beautiful on you. That's no different. Like, I'm so sick of this whole narrative that just, that women, and this is coming from a natural woman, but it's like we push this narrative that if a natural woman decides to wear her hair straight, that she doesn't love herself. And it's like, we went from pushing one agenda on black women with their hair to a whole different agenda of black women with their hair, when the whole agenda that should be pushed is that women should not be defined by their hair choices. Like, you can't say, oh, I don't want to be defined by my hair choices, and I want to be free to wear my natural hair in the workplace and then choose to judge somebody by their hair choices because they choose not to wear their hair natural. And it's like everybody who chooses to wear their hair straight doesn't hate their curly hair, y'all. And so I feel like it's the same situation. Everybody who chooses to wear makeup does not hate their skin without makeup. And it's just like both of those situations, you're pushing your agenda on somebody. And it's not about being able to take a compliment. It's about you pushing your agenda on somebody, because guess what? If you wanted to tell somebody that they're beautiful without makeup, all you have to say is you are beautiful without makeup, point blank, period. Like if you make that comment, and people make that comment all the time, like if you were to leave that comment and leave it at that, I promise there would be no fight back from me. If you were just to leave that comment and leave it at that, I promise I'd be like, oh, thank you, girl. You know, we key it up and we leave it at that. But no, people don't do that. People leave a compliment to then turn around and push their own agenda, because then you have to take it a step further and say, I like it better than you with makeup, or, you know, you don't have to wear makeup. And it's just like, no, if you really were just trying to give me a compliment, you could have just gave me a compliment. And it's just like, then it just really blows my mind how then when I comment in the most respectful way possible by saying, hey, you know, thank you, I feel great about the fact that I feel beautiful in any form. Like I'm not wearing makeup to make me feel more beautiful. Clearly, if you've seen the before and after, then I feel beautiful in both forms. And me saying that is not me being rude. Me saying that is reminding you that, you know, I'm comfortable in my skin either way, and I'm sorry if you are not comfortable. And it's like for every situation, it's always different when we do it, but it's no different than any other situation. Like let's just say that you have been thin for your whole life and you really wanted to gain weight, because that was me. Like I was super thin my whole life. I really wanted to gain weight. I wanted curves, I wanted hips, I wanted all that. And you know, you want to look a certain way, or you like to look a certain way, and then the minute that you look the way that you want to look, somebody comes up to you and be like, oh, I liked you so much better when you were 15 pounds thinner. It's like, what? Where is that acceptable to say? And it's just like, it's so crazy to me how people can back up comments like that, you know, back up people who say stuff like that. And it's like, who raised you? Like who raised you where it's just acceptable to say whatever you want to somebody, or acceptable to give your unsolicited opinion on how somebody chooses to present themselves? I'm sorry. Sometimes I literally read through my comments and like, am I in the twilight zone right now? And it's just like, people expect YouTubers to be like these robots and, you know, being able to dodge shady comments without a bound. And it's just like, even if you didn't intend the comment to be shady, then don't turn around and feel some kind of way when it was interpreted as such, because you made the decision. Like we all have choices. Every day you have a choice. And again, you wanted to push your opinion on somebody so hard that that's the risk that you take. And I wish people would understand that it's not the YouTuber's fault because they can't read your mind or they can't read your intentions when you leave a comment. It's not their job to make sure that they interpret your comment correctly. It's your job to decide whether or not you have to impose your opinion on somebody. And like that's just the risk that you take. It's like, but that's my rant. My rant is over. Like I don't really like to rant. I don't like to rant, really rant about things like that, because it makes it seem like, because of course people are always gonna want to like highlight the negative, or you know, you have to make sure that you are very mindful of the you that you present to the world. And if all you do is, you know, every time you're frustrated, like rant when you're frustrated, then people, you know, feel like you're always frustrated. And I try not to rant, and I try not to especially rant about things in my comment section and things of my followers, just because I never want you guys to feel like I don't appreciate y'all. I don't appreciate the good comments, or that, you know, I'm just like this mean person. But it's just like every now and then I'm human just like everybody else. But I try not to rant, because it becomes your perception, and you can't get mad at people. Like Iyanla Van Zant said something on, you know, I think it was like Iyanla Fix My Life or whatever, but she said, you know, that's not my opinion of you, that's my experience of you. And so I think so many times we get upset with people when they have, when they have this opinion of us or this perception of us, and it's because of the perception that we put out in the world. It's because of, you know, choosing to highlight certain things about ourselves and then expecting people to guess the other parts of ourselves. That's no different than when they tell you, you know, if you are going to, you know, vent to your friends about your relationship, which I don't suggest doing that, period, but if you are going to vent to your friends about your relationship, they always say make sure you go back and tell your friends the good things that your, you know, partner does, and don't forget, you know, to go back and tell them good things that they do, because if all you're doing is going to your friends and, you know, telling them when your boyfriend messes up or when your girlfriend messes up, that's going to be their perception of them. If you're not telling them the good things, and you're just expecting your friends to just know that if you're with them, they're, you know, doing good things for you as well. It's like, no, you need to go back and put those same images in their head, because otherwise all they're going to have are the negative images, and then you're wondering why they always telling you to break up with him when you want advice, because all you ever coming to them is with the bad things. Perception is reality in virtual reality or social media reality. Like, perception is everything. So I try to give y'all an equal amount. Like, I don't try to like pretend that I don't never have negative folks in my comment section, or that I never get frustrated, because then I feel like that is even something else. Like, I'm not one of these people who try to like just pretend that folks don't never get on my nerves, because then it's just like, oh, we can say whatever, and she, you know, is Zen Zelda. She ain't gonna say nothing, and we can just basically verbal diarrhea all over her YouTube. It's like, no, I need you to know that I'm Zen, but don't with me. Like, at the same time, I'm human. Like, and at the very least, I need you to come to me as if you don't know if I'm Zen or not that day. Like, think about what you say before you say it to people. And I remember when Alyssa Forever has said this on a YouTube video like years ago. She was like, oh, people are in my comment section saying you want us to walk on eggshells around you, and we can't comment how we want to because it makes you feel a certain way, or you're gonna block us. And she was like, exactly, like, of course I want you to, you know, walk on eggshells when you're in my comment section. It's my comment section. Like, this is my personal space. Like, I want you to think about what you say before you say it to me, just like you would think about what you said before you said it to anybody else. And I was like, at first I didn't really get it, and I'm gonna be honest, when I heard her say it, I was just like, oh girl, like, you kind of smelling yourself now, ain't it? You know. And I love her. Like, I love her. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that. But I didn't really get it at the time, and I so get it now. And it's just like, I'm so comfortable. Like, if I wasn't comfortable with my skin, like, y'all, I could just go put on makeup. But it's just like, breakouts happen. Clearly, I'm comfortable in both forms. If you guys see both forms on my YouTube channel, I so get what she was saying now, where it's like, that's exactly what I want. I want you to think about what you say before you say it to me, because you don't know how I'm gonna take something. You don't know how my day is gone that day. You don't know my life, my backstory, my history, my mental history. Like, I could be crazy. Just like you want somebody to be mindful and kindful. That's I think I made that up, but it's a real thing. Be kindful when you talk to people. Like, I want you to be mindful of what you say. Like, don't think you can just force your agenda on me or anybody else. For the most part, this is going to be a realistic, because we'll have like the flow of the conversation to gauge. But I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but I'm thinking I try to end up keeping my chit chats like 25 minutes and under. So I'm thinking this video is going to end up being probably like 22-ish minutes or so. It don't take that long. Now, granted, and I've said this before, like, my hair isn't the thickest in the world. Like, I have fine texture hair, but it's just like, then when you say that, I feel like it's just always battle of the natural hair problem. I got thin hair. That's a battle too. Shoot, like, why we gotta compete with who has the hardest time with their hair? I promise, I'd have been so frustrated with my hair days. You guys don't even understand. Even when I'm doing this, I know somebody gonna comment and be like, oh, it's because your hair is thin. And it's like, exactly. Instead of trying to make me feel bad because your hair is thick, feel bad for me because I be having to do all this and make my twist this small just to get my hair to look thick. Like, if you guys saw my how I cured my anxiety video, then you guys know that I talked about that I was gonna do like a morning routine and show you guys like my exact morning routine. And it's not, you know, saying that you have to do this specific morning routine like to help your anxiety. This is just what I did to help me, and maybe it'll give you some ideas. And it's just a fun video. Like, I love watching morning routine videos. If anybody always want to know the key to being a tuber, I think it's just recording things that you like to watch. Like, don't record something that you wouldn't even sit down and watch and then expect other people to sit down and watch it. Like, that's why I watch my videos so many times. Again, I say nothing hits YouTube that I don't want it to hit. Like, I remember it was one video on my YouTube channel. People were like, oh my god, your titty's out. And I'm just like, really, y'all? Like, do you really think that I would have uploaded a whole video with my titty out? Do you think it got past the filming and the editing and the uploading process with my whole titty out? Like, it was a picture of Tupac right here, and it was the top of his head, and they thought, I guess, it was my titty. And it's just like, y'all. After I'm finished editing a video, I will sit and make myself watch the whole thing. And if there is a part in the video that starts to get me bored or that I feel like really isn't that helpful, it's just kind of like chitter chatter, and it's not a chit chat video like this. Like, this video is chitter chatter, and it's gonna be long because, you know, it's chitter chatter. And hopefully, you know, people who click on chit chat videos is because they like these style videos. Like, people, I know I like to watch videos like this when I'm doing something, like if I'm washing dishes or just, you know, just need something on while I'm doing my makeup or something. If I already told you it's a chit chat video and then you come under the chit chat video talking about, girl, just get to the point, it's like we're chitting and chatting. And of course, you can't please everybody, so you'll, you know, watch it and you'll think everything in there is helpful, and then people will try to like be a smart ass in the comments and be like, video starts at 3:42 or whatever, and it's just like, no, video starts at 0.01. There are times, you know, that I am bored with some of the stuff that I'm saying, but I know that it's I know that it's gonna be a question that I get over and over again, because the minute that I get tired of addressing something, i.e. the clips that I put in my hair or the paddle brush that y'all are gonna ask me about every video, sometimes I link it, sometimes I don't. The minute that I don't take the time to address something is gonna be the minute that I don't have questions. And I think people don't understand that. Like, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but I've used this cream like, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I've used this cream like 5 times, no lie, maybe 6. I've used this cream a lot, and it goes a long way, like a long way. So this is it. This is what my hair looks like. It took me literally like right at 35 minutes to do my hair, and I'm just gonna let it air dry. You guys have already seen my twist out routine. If you haven't, I will link that in the description box. Let me know in the comment section below your opinion on it. I'm actually soliciting your opinion, not that it would change my stance on it, but this is the time where I solicit your opinions, because in my opinion, I just feel like it is a way to do everything. If you feel like somebody is beautiful without makeup, just say, you are so beautiful without makeup, thank you, and then we can move on. Like, you don't have to say, you are so beautiful without makeup, you should not wear makeup anymore, I don't think you should. Like, and of course, if you made it to the end of this video, you definitely should be subscribed to my channel, because you literally just watched like 25 minutes of me ranting. So clearly we have something in common. So I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Bye.